Happy New Year! I cannot believe that it's 2025. 2024 went by so quickly, too quickly for my liking, to be completely honest. In today's vlog, I will be discussing my 2025 plans and goals. I did a 2025 prep series. There's 5 episodes to that if you want to go and check that out on my channel. My main goal for 2025 is to work on my independent skills. I'm autistic and I'm not as independent as I'd like to be. I turned 20 in March, which is absolutely terrifying. I had the realisation the other day that I'm not just turning 20, I can say I'm in my 20s, and that shocked me. It's really important to me that I work on my independent skills and start preparing for my future of being independent. So I thought I'd break down the goal into smaller sections so I can explain to you my plans. First thing on my list is I want to get better at cooking my own meals. I actually made my first dinner time meal this year in early October, I think it was, and it was literally the first nighttime meal that I'd made that wasn't in a microwave. So I've started using our air fryer and I'm getting a lot better at that. I think I've made 3 or 4 meals now, which I'm quite proud of. And it sounds a bit silly because, by now you'd be able to do it, but I can't, and that's okay. So yeah, I'm quite proud of that. I also want to get better at public transport. I am getting better at using the trains. I can actually go from my town to the end stop, to one of the end stops, go in one direction. It's about a 40-minute train ride, and that's the only place I've gone on the train except for 10 minutes the opposite direction to where my dad works. This year, I want to try and go further. I actually want to go into Conway, which to get there, you go from my town to Llandudno Junction, and then from Llandudno Junction, you get off the train and then get onto a bus, which I think is absolutely terrifying, but I really want to do it. There's this really nice pottery painting place that I want to go to with my sister, so I'm going to work on that, as well as going to Colwyn Bay, which is train to Junction, and then another train to Colwyn Bay. So I've never done that before, except for with my dad, but I've not done it alone. So I think that's really exciting to look forward to, is being able to explore more places and go to different places. Right now I'm limited to 3 towns because that's what I'm comfortable with. However, I do want to come out of my comfort zone and go to places like Conway and Colwyn Bay. Maybe eventually go to Chester by myself, that'd be amazing. I also want to try a longer bus ride. I think the longest bus ride I've done by myself is about 8 to 10 minutes, and that was to the town that my dad works in, which isn't actually that far away from where I live. And I want to do a bus at some point to Llandudno, which is really scary. I'd have to make sure it wasn't a college bus, because I've done that before with my dad and I cried the whole way. It was very embarrassing. Like I was just saying, my dad owns a gift shop actually, and I want to go there more. I want to help out by the till and stocking shelves. It's mostly to build my people skills. So far we've got, for the independent skills, we've got cooking, we've got, what was the other one? Travelling, so on trains and buses, and then there's also the people skills, which will be working behind the till, helping customers, that sort of thing. Another thing that I want to work on is budgeting, because I have this problem of buying stuff just for the thrill of opening that package. It's not needed. There's other ways that I can get excited, but I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll buy that, and then I don't actually need it or use it. So I definitely want to get better at budgeting and saving my money. Another thing I want to work on is active movement. So I'm getting a lot fitter at the moment, and I am getting better at movement. I used to only be able to walk 5 minutes and then I'd get out of breath. Now I can do longer walks, I'm exercising and boxing, I'm going on the treadmill, and I definitely want to get into that more. I'm actually doing a movement fundraiser this month for Mind, and it's basically 31 minutes of movement a day, whether that's household activities, so dancing while you're tidying or going on a walk, and I'm doing that. Started fundraising, I think, on the 12th of December. It doesn't start until the 1st, so I think it's the 4th today as this comes out. But I've actually already reached the goal, and the goal was 150, and as I'm filming this, it was at 170. I mean, that was unexpected. I will be sharing that on my socials. The link is down in the description. I share both my main and my art account, so it'll be on my main account. Speaking of fundraising, I'm trying to think of ways to get some funding for the craft groups that I host. So if you're new here or you just haven't caught up on this, I host monthly craft groups. They're basically a co-working space for creative adults to come and work on their craft projects together. I've got the room booked until June this year, and I've actually just had our first session yesterday. That was a smaller group, so we're doing 2 groups a month. One is our main group, which we're paying for the room, and another is just like a small come for a chat, come get a drink, and that's in the middle of the library. I do plan on doing donations within the group, so we usually do free teas and coffees, but unfortunately if we do want to keep going, we're going to have to think of fundraising in some way. So we're going to do donation for teas and coffees, and usually we have a bring and take table. Instead, because we've got a lot of unopened craft sets which were donated to us kindly from a lady who's moved to Germany, we're going to be selling them, and then all donations go towards the group. Let's move on to events that I've got planned. This month is chaotic, but I'm hoping in a good way. For my socials, I'm going to work on a better schedule. I will be continuing 2 vlogs a week on Saturday and Monday, but I need to work on a proper schedule for the rest of my social medias, as that's something I've really been struggling with keeping on top of. The 1st and 3rd of this month is going to be the groups that I host. So the first one is actually yesterday when this is posted, and the second one is on the 3rd Friday, and that's in the bigger room. So I'll be planning for them and preparing for them. The first one's more like a chilled out, quiet zone, not expecting many people to come. So I'm not doing as much prepping for that one. But the main one, I'm going to work on getting some kits together that we can do for donations, make sure we've got the teas and coffees, some biscuits, that sort of thing. Every Monday of this month, I will be in a craft workshop. There's 4 sessions and you have to book onto them, which I am booked on. And there's a different craft every week. I don't remember the list off the top of my head. I know silk painting is one of them, but I booked onto that, and that is, what time's that? 10:30 until 12:30. On the 9th, I have a mental health call booked in. So I've started doing a one-to-one mentoring session, and that's on the 9th, my next one. And then, yes, it keeps going. On the 2nd and the last Friday of this month, I am going to a coffee morning, so I'll have to get the train to get there. That's really exciting. On the 15th, which is a Wednesday, I am doing a walk and talk, which I've not done before, so I'm a bit anxious about, but I thought it'd be really nice to get out and meet some new people. Next, there's this group, it's like a friendship group, which you can go chat and have a drink, and I want to go to that. It is mostly older people. Like when I did this workshop in December, when was that? December 11th, I want to say. December 11th, I want to say. When I did that, it was mostly older people, and I was the youngest by quite a bit. But it was really enjoyable. I really enjoyed the company of older people rather than people my age, so I quite liked it. And then finally, I'm meeting a friend on the 5th, so tomorrow when this is posted, and I'm also planning on meeting a different friend on either the 12th or the 19th, so that'll be really nice. So yeah, there's a lot of dates this month, but I'm hoping it to be good. They're quite spread out as well, so there's not like 2 things on one day, which is quite good, I think, because when I was talking about the craft workshop I did, I think the 11th of December, I had 3 things on that day, and I was so tired for the next few days. It was ridiculous. And then 2 days after that, I had the craft booth that I hosted. So I think that is pushing it a little bit. Something else I'll be doing, but I've not actually planned dates yet, is live streaming. So I started live streaming in early December. I can't think of how many I did now, but I did a few, and it was anxious. I was really anxious doing them. But once I did my first one, I was like, this is not as stressful as I've been putting it out to be. And it was definitely, I built up all this stress, and it wasn't what I expected at all. It was actually okay. I want to do at least 2 or 3 live streams a week, if that's possible, or if maybe I'm pushing it. We'll see. Me and my dad are also working on a website, which will be really cool. I don't know if that'll be out soon. I'm hoping late February at the latest. We are going to have a combined sort of thing. So instead of me having a website and him having a website, because he wants to start selling some of his stuff from the gift shop online, we're going to combine it. And I think we're calling it Rainbow Gifts or something like that. And my section will be called Rainbow.artz, but it'll be under Rainbow Gifts, if that makes sense. I'm hoping it'll make things easier for me. I'm thinking of still keeping Ko-fi up for like things like my magnets and like key rings and that sort of thing. But I want to do a proper commission page on, I think we're using Wix for it. And I want to, hiya birds. And I want to do a proper commission page and a portfolio and a blog and all that. So I thought it'd be quite nice to show you my fundraising t-shirt. This is it. Let me just move the camera a little bit. So this is the Mind fundraising t-shirt. It's a bit tight because I got a medium. I should have gone for a large, but it's okay. It is what it is. The next thing that I thought I'd discuss and show you are my vision boards. Please ignore the scratch on my face. I have no idea how I've done that, to be completely honest with you. I'll start with the main one. So this is my 2025 vision board. It was so sad taking down my 2024 one because a year ago, 2 days ago actually, 2 days ago, I made my 2024 one, and I thought it was a genius idea to stick it down with sticky tabs. So it finally came to taking it down, and I had to rip them all off, which left quite a lot of marks. So what I've done is I've sticky tabbed on top, and I'm just going to continue doing that until I buy a new corkboard, but it should be okay. So this is my 2025 one. It's quite cool. I'll go through all of it with you now. So my problem last year was that I was like, right, I am going to go to the gym, I'm going to do all this amazing stuff, and I didn't. I didn't go to the gym. I did do a lot this year, and I feel like I have accomplished a lot, but not what I planned to accomplish. So for this year, I plan on continuing... Hi there. Oh my gosh. I'm kind of trying to film right now. You got my soggy nose. Where you going? I can never film in peace. You gonna lie down? You're gonna lick my vision board? Please don't do that. Oh my gosh. You happy there? Yeah? This is what it's like having two dogs. They're always getting in my way. Anyways, as I was saying, for this year I plan on continuing working on goals from last year and monthly adding in new goals. Instead of being like, right, my yearly goal is I want to go to the gym. Instead, my yearly goals are working on stuff that I've worked on last year and like continuing working and improving them goals. And then say in June, I'm ready for the gym. I'll go, right, this month I want to go to the gym. That way it doesn't feel like I've got to do it within the year, because it was such a bigger time frame. It was really scary for me, and I was like, right, I've got to do this. And at the end of the year when I hadn't, I was really disappointed in myself. So let's break down my vision board. I'm going to come over here so I can see it properly. So a lot of it is, like I was saying, the goals from last year. So we have, I want to get into my art more, like selling my art. And then we have Cozy Hobbies. That's actually, I think that's Cozy K's photo, but I'm not positive. And then we have reading. I want to get into reading more. We also have gaming and having a tidy setup because I've started live streaming now. And then we have exercising. Now this one is easier for me with the photo, because instead of it being like, right, I'm going to the gym, it's I'm going to go on the exercise bike, because we've got an exercise bike and we've got a treadmill. So that is at home, and you can see a dog in a corner, which I thought was quite cute. So I think that's the sort of thing I need to work on, is building up my being active. And then say June or July, I'm like, right, I'm going to go to the gym. So we'll see how it goes. And then on the bottom row, we have like a self-care one, which I think is really important for me to get back into my skincare and stuff. And then we have using the train, which I actually used the train by myself for the first time. That was in March, I think, last year. And that was terrifying, but I did it and I was really proud. And since then I've done the train quite a few times. I've also done the bus alone, which was really scary, but I did it. I also have a Lego display photo, this one here, because I am working on collecting a ton of Lego, especially the Animal Crossing and the Minecraft sets. And then we have, this is another like cozy hobbies one. And then what's this last one? I think I've stuck that in upside down. I've stuck that in upside down. It's meant to be going on a bus, but I've stuck it in upside down. So I'm gonna have to go fix that. Okay, thankfully that wasn't too hard to fix and I fixed it, but my bad. Next up we have my motivational mood boards. So I did 2. I was going to do a third, but I ended up just doing 2 based on the layout of my wall. This is my gaming one. This is a bit tilted, let me just sort that out. Come on, there we go. So it's basically just photos that I can look at and get inspired. So we have things like cozy hobbies, we have reading, not reading, that's my other one. We have gaming, we have Xbox controller, or I think that's actually a Nintendo controller, and it's just something for me to look at and be like, that's inspirational. And I'll probably change this at some point to something else, but I just thought it'd be nice for the new year to be like, oh, I'm going to look at this and be motivated. Finally, we have my crafty board. So we have some more Lego stuff. We have some hammer-bead designs. I really want to go on like an artsy craft day, maybe by myself unless I make friends that want to come with me. And then I've got like some reading, some painting, and I thought this was really cute, so this is again just a motivational board. I'll be honest, I'm really behind and I haven't made my January vision board yet, so I need to work on that like really soon. But some goals that I know I want to put on there is I'm doing a workshop, a craft workshop every Monday, so I want to be going to that. I also want to make sure I've got a fully tidied room because right now it's not the best. And what else do I want to do? Just get out more, really, get out of the house more. I want to start going to the library more often, so like when I'm doing my writing work, I'll be like, I'm going to take it to the library, I'm going to do it at the library, and I think that'd be really good, especially as they've been having struggles of possibly closing the libraries, which is really sad. And that's where I host my monthly groups, so that's why we're also continuing it there, because we were looking at somewhere else, we're like, no, we're going to continue it at the library, just because we really want them to keep going, as it's so important for people to get the free books and the education that they need. Thank you so much for watching my first vlog of 2025. I am so excited to see how this year goes, and a bit anxious as well, to be completely honest with you, but it's me, I'm anxious about everything, so that's not, yeah, that it just is what it is. I think my next video is Minecraft episode 2, but I'm not entirely positive. I'm going to create a schedule that I can share on my socials, so make sure you check them out. My socials will be linked below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!